Hello everyone, how you doing? My name is Ricardo Zamaron. For those of you who don't know me, you can call me Rick, Ricky, Father Rick. I just had a daughter, so whatever you want to call me, man. Um, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this video is for people who are considering to join the military. And I'm making this video for anyone who, I don't know anything, or I don't know much about the military. I have been talking to a few recruiters. I've talked to Marine recruiters, Navy recruiters, and also Air Force recruiter. I did actually talk to the Army, but I feel like their standards are a little bit too low for me, so after the first day, I stopped talking to them. Um, I'd like to start off by stating that I am joining the Air Force pretty soon. I don't have a boot camp date yet. I'm in the process of doing that. I already went to MEPS. I just got offered a few jobs. I guess offered. The availability of jobs is small right now, so I got offered security forces, environmental management, knowledge operations management, and also one other one. Anyway, I think I'm going to choose, or I chose environmental. What do you call it? Environmental control management or management control, something like that. Pretty much, it's like, I guess it's pest control. And at first I was like, oh, pest control. What the fuck? I don't want to be working with bugs and mice and reptiles and shit, because that's what it said in the description. And I was just like kind of disregarded that job and put it to the side. Then I started thinking. I actually got advice from my father-in-law, and he was like, dude, I mean, that'd be a great job. It has to do with chemistry. You learn how to mess with chemicals. You get certified. Blah blah blah. He was just listing all the benefits of. And this guy is not even in the Air Force. He's a mechanic, but he's a very smart man, very knowledgeable. But he basically just opened up my eyes, and basically the reason why I'm joining the Air Force or the military itself is just so that I can kind of get the best, hands-on training and get a job that I can transfer into the civilian world. Because most people, they join the military and they're like, oh yeah, I want to go fight in Afghanistan, I want to defend my country and blah 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 this and blah 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 that. There's one of two things. People like that more than likely join infantry in either part of the branch, in either branch, and the bad thing about that is if you're infantry, yeah, you're going to war, yes, you're defending our country, yes, you kill Taliban, you kill terrorists, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. But what happens when you're done with a career in the military? What skill do you have to bring back to the civilian world? You'll get the money from the government a little bit after you retire and whatnot, or, aren't working for the military anymore. You have 5 tours in Iraq, and then you come back in the civilian world and try to make that transition from military personnel into a civilian, and you're wondering, why the fuck can't you land a job? I was a sergeant in Afghanistan. I led 50 fucking Marines. I led 50 soldiers. I know how to shoot an AK-47. I know how to shoot a machine gun. I know how to shoot an M16, a handgun, blah 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 this, blah 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 that. Who the fuck wants a guy who knows how to fucking shoot a fucking sawed-off machine gun, or a big dumbass weapon, a 60mm mortar? Yeah, that's cool in the fucking military. That's cool when you're fucking in Afghanistan trying to kill the fucking enemy, but you ain't killing no motherfucking Americans. What the fuck are you gonna do with a skill like that in the civilian world? That's why I'm making this video. When you're joining the military, please, infantry is cool and all, but when you're pretty much just know what you want to do when you're trying to join the military. When you're choosing your job, know what you want to do. If you want to fucking, go into the military and shoot people and, risk your life and die, be my guest, do infantry. I have a daughter. I have a wife. I'm 21 years old. I'm very young. Yeah, I'm very young. I can still do infantry. I still have my whole life ahead of me and whatnot, that whole cliche statement. But I also have a wife and kid. It's not just about me anymore. It's about my family, Once you have a daughter, once you have a kid, you automatically your whole life is on, it's not on hold, it's second to your daughter, to your kid, even your wife. You know, you make that commitment right then and there that you're not supporting yourself anymore. You're supporting another mouth, another person, another heart, another body, another soul. You know, every action that you have has a reaction, has a, you know, if I fucking quit my job today, I'm not going to be able to support my wife and kid. That's why I fucking am stuck in this shitty ass security job right now. But that's also why I'm joining the Air Force, because it's never too late to, you know, to do something. Also, don't look at the Air Force or the military as a way out, as the easy way out, because it's not the fucking easiest thing in the world. It's the hardest thing that somebody probably ever have to do, I think. Especially in my position. I have a kid and a wife. You think I want to leave them? I don't want to leave them, but I'm going to have to. It's going to suck, but we'll both get through it. I know that. I have a great support system in my wife. My kid can't really talk right now, but I know that when I come back and I tell her about my story and the journey that I went on and what what I'm sacrificing for us, and, you know, the stuff that I'm going through just so I can be a provider and a good father and just a man, I know my daughter is not going to have any other hero besides me, and that's the one thing that I count on. It's one of my reasons that I'm actually going. I don't want my daughter to look at me and say, oh, my dad is a security guard on fucking career day for 5th graders and shit, you know? I want her to look at me and say, I want her to look at her fellow students or her teacher and say, my daddy's in the Air Force and he knows how to do this and that, and we have a nice house and he buys me this and buys me that. I can't do any of that stuff with a fucking $10.25 an hour job as a security guard. I can for the time being, but if I am 30 years old and I want to buy a house and raise my credit score and fucking buy rims and put it on my fucking $200 Cadillac Coupe de Ville 1975 and live hood rich and fucking be on welfare, that shit can't happen. I need to upgrade my job. So that's why I'm fucking joining the military. Like I said, man, it's a hard decision, but it's not my last resort. I can continue to go to school. I just don't want to, though. I want that hands-on training, which the military has to offer. Air Force, by the way, from what I've heard, and this is not just from Air Force personnel, this is from Army and Marine personnel. The Air Force has the best schools in the military. I don't know if that matters to some people. It might not. I don't give a fuck. Also, I'd like to say, you know, if you're trying to make a decision by joining the Air Force or in joining the Air Force or are thinking about it, don't let anybody's opinions affect your decision, because ultimately, who gives a fuck what those people are saying about the branch that you're joining or why you're joining? You know, a Marine can tell you, oh, you're joining the Air Force, oh, that's gay. I've had plenty of people tell me that. Oh, I'm a Marine, blah, 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 and you're joining the Air Force, you're a faggot, or the Air Force is for pussies, and the Navy's for pussies, you gotta go to the Marines, man, that's where it's at, because we're the best of the best of the best of the best. Anyway, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you say, man. You join for your reasons, I'm joining for my reasons. Everybody in the military is different, man. We all do have some common similarities. Not we all, because I'm not in there yet, but people in the military do have some similarities. But in the end, everybody's journey is different, man. And it's not about how you get there. I think it's more about why you're doing it and where you're going. So yeah, like I said, don't let anybody down the branch that you're talk down on the branch that you're trying to join. And if they do, man, who gives a fuck? Just brush it off and tell them, look, man, you got your reason for joining the military. I have mine. In the end, my decision's not going to affect you, and your words are not going to affect my decision. Plain and simple. So good luck, and I don't know too much, so if you hit me up with questions, I doubt anybody will even see this video, but if you do, I'll try to answer your questions, and yeah, peace out. That's it. Once again, my name is Ricardo Zamarron, RICARDO ZAMARRON, and hope you guys have a great day.